There he is, the leader in the clubhouse, Jeremy Osmus, with Nick Schulman hot on his heels. Eric Seidel also in the mix. The 2022 Poker Masters is here. We are in event number 6, and there they are, the contenders walking into the arena being, of course, the PokerGO studio in Las Vegas. There it is, the purple jacket. Everyone is chasing the points to have a chance to play for it all. We are in Las Vegas. My name is Remko Rinkema. Donnie Peters alongside me, as always, for these 1-hour free previews. And yes, there it is, a look at the outside of this beautiful studio. 10K no limit hold'em, name of the game today. And we have a really, really full final table. All seats are filled as Jeff Platt and Brent Hanks are on the call on the main station on PokerGO.com. But we will do a 1-hour free preview here today to get you well acquainted, I should say, with the players at this table before Jeff and Brent carry it home tonight, as this final table might last a while because we have 9 contenders still in the mix for the top prize of just over $220,000, and all eyes are on our chip leader, Japanese poker star Masashi Oya. Third cash of the 2022 Poker Masters, and Donnie will get us all updated in just a little bit on how this will shake out if he manages to win today and how many points he will add to his total, because of course we have 4 more events after this one, which will ultimately conclude with a 50K no limit hold'em, and that will probably decide who wins the 2022 Purple Jacket. 97 entries, 14 cashed. Here's a look at the final table chip counts presented by Hair Club. Matthew Wantman in second, Justin Saliba, Martin Zamani, Jesse Lonis, Anthony Hu, Dan Shak, Jared Jaffee, and the man dressed in yellow, Ken Aldridge, always with the same outfit. Here's a look at the payouts, $223,100 for the winner today, and $38K. Sort of feels like a min cash here coming into this final table for the players finishing in 9th place.
Well, you better get ready then.
Here it is, diving straight into hand number 1.
Thank you.
Donnie, I can't think of a player more consistent than Mr. Ken Aldridge here.
It's happening.
Consistent in what he wears?
Yeah.
Same yellow hoodie, same yellow hat.
It's usually
He's probably got the bracelet on under his wrist, but the sweatshirt's down a little bit.
Right. I believe it's usually a yellow windbreaker. Today it's a yellow hoodie.
It's always yellow.
It's always yellow.
When do we get more of these?
Oh, I like these cards, though. They changed the cards. They're not the big ones. I don't know. I think, yeah, 6.
Aldridge starting out with a raise immediately to 125K.
Double me up, please.
You started with 550?
Yes, 550.
Okay. There are a few players at this table who could take over the top spot on the Poker Masters leaderboard. It's not just Oya, it's also this man right here, Anthony Hu, Dan Shak, Matthew Wantman. They can all do it with for sure a win. Might be some other mathematical implications as well, but a win will definitely do it.
Who defends his big line here with ace-10 offsuit? Let's see a flop here. King 9-8 rolls off. 2-pair instantly here for Ken Aldridge.
Kind of a loosey-goosey open from under the gun, given Aldridge's stack size. You know, the ICM implications here.
I can't see that fucking board to save my life. I guess it doesn't even make a difference.
Ken Aldridge is here to win.
Here, pick one. Here, pick another.
Same thing.
Oh, that's a good one.
Deuce? Yeah, deuce, right?
Yeah.
Ken Aldridge takes down the first spot of this final table.
You flop top set first hand? No, not top set.
In the deuce.
Just about.
It's close. Yeah, I mean, it might as well be.
Top 2, no big deal.
Chips in play, 5K blue one and a 25K purple chip.
I think the reason they didn't guess top 2 is because they wouldn't have guessed someone would open under the gun with King 9.
Exactly. If you're tuning into our YouTube stream, please let us know if you have any questions. We are live right now with this final table coverage. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a bunch more of these free previews coming in the next few days as we get closer and closer to crowning a Poker Masters champion. Jeremy Osmus, Donnie, still in the lead, tweeting about his lead as well. Seems to be like all involved with locking this down.
Yeah, he is. He was, out there before the 25K. That's going on the outside of the room, kind of talking about it today before play started. you know, just you know, the potential of going on to win that $50,000 championship prize. Of course, the purple jacket, but also citing that there is still a long way to go. You know, with today's the first of 3 25Ks, so there's 3 25Ks and then a 50K. So a lot of points are going to be up for grabs. Jeremy is on top. He has maintained his position on top since event number 1. He won event number 1 and then finished 7th in event number, or the second event. He's been on top ever since, but it's still very much anyone's ballgame. I think as representative here with 4 players at this final table able to overtake Jeremy, depending on how things shake out.
Perfect time.
We've definitely seen very similar player pools in these events as Who moves all in with force from the small line after Lonis raised it up with ace-5 off.
No, I have like 800.
Good read here, good shove from Hugh.
Picks it up. Very important to pick it up there.
Yeah, probably on the lower end of what he's shoving there, but
if we look at the chip counts of this final table, everything running very, very closely. One hand to pick up, you know, blinds, antes, and that opening raise, immediately putting Who in a much safer position as we look at the event 6 summary. 10K buy-in, 97 entries, 14 cash.
At you every hour.
Were you really up at 5? Yeah. Did you get a nap in after?
Of course he's up at 5. The markets are open. The markets don't sleep for anyone.
He looks way too fresh.
I don't sleep, he said.
Yeah.
I didn't go to bed until 4 myself.
Nice new glasses for Dan Shak.
What fun is sleeping?
Loving these.
You every hour, so you knew I was at the same.
Jesse Lonis.
Don't tweet at you.
If he was on my right, I would be just intimidated by his presence.
Now he's definitely gonna
He looks like the bully in like a high school movie.
Or something. Okay, you got me. No problem.
Please, just anything. Don't tweet at him.
Tennis Files says good luck to Who. What's his tennis background? Just a fan or played as well? I really don't know, but he's wearing a U.S. Open T-shirt
And he's
proudly.
only 25 years old.
Wow.
So I don't know how much of a tennis background he can have.
You were right, though. Aldridge
Got the bracelet.
wearing
Of course
the
he's
bracelet.
got the bracelet. I mean, come on.
It was
Teach doesn't leave home without the bracelet.
5K 6 max?
Yeah, it was something like you wouldn't expect Teach to have won.
I think it was a final table with all young kids, and he just
And Teach, and he's
ran
schooled
away.
them.
He schooled them.
That's what Teach does, man.
Oh, it was a $1,500  6 max. Final table with Bryce Yockey. Not too many well-known players at the final table, but Praz Bonzi and Bryn Kenny falling just short of that final table. Back in 2009.
When poker was at its peak.
Oh, man. Those are the days. Those were the days. We got Richmond, Virginia in the house. Please let us know where you're watching from. Hope everyone is safe down in Florida.
2.5?
If you're watching this from Florida, it means you're still at power, which is probably
decided yet.
a good sign.
Feels like 125.
I guess King 9 under the gun is the thing.
At least
That's just the thing.
What is Zamani looking at?
125.
I think he's looking at the clock, the tournament
He
clock,
figured it out on his own this time.
trying to figure out what he's doing.
If someone would tell me Matthew Wantman is the lead singer of a band, I would go see that band. He looks like Hollywood today. The shirt wide open, the fisherman's hat. On an earlier stream, I guessed that Nick Schulman's hat might be $1,300. I think Matthew Wantman's hat might be $13.
$650 was Shulman's hat.
$650? Yeah, I was off. I was off on the guess. A few folds here to Wantman, who tosses Queen 8 into the muck.
I thought everyone was going to give it a good sweat. I thought you would just for fun, too.
You gotta mix it up, you know, or else you start catching on that it's just to make you sweat.
When's the last time we saw 9-handed poker in one of these?
I'm not sure we ever have. I'm not sure we ever have.
Fucking 9?
Who made this decision?
Yeah. Martin Zamani already has 141 live caches. It's easy to forget he's been around for this long.
Jack.
$3 million in
Pocket
earnings.
9, pocket
2
10.
bracelets.
I still want to know what happened to his brother, Ben.
Hands,
He was a crusher, and then he just
Yeah.
stopped playing poker. Wasn't around for a while.
Huh. We got Phoenix, Arizona in the mix. We got California. Of course, California always representing. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll give away some free subs today on the broadcast as we have a free 1-hour preview here for you. You can win a free month of PokerGo. All you have to do is like the video. When we get to 200 likes on the video, we'll give away a free sub just to get some engagement going. Hope to spread the word on this live stream.
Let's go. Smash that like button.
Wantman here with a real hand. I'm a little disappointed we haven't heard Paul Campbell scream yet about the blind level in the 25K.
Oh, it's coming. I think they're a little late to get started in that 25K, wanting to kick this one off first.
The higher the buy-in, the more often the tournament is delayed.
Of course. I'll never forget that 250K buy-in in Australia when they delayed it like 6 hours.
For good reason.
While some of the businessmen were playing baccarat upstairs.
That was funny. And here's
Right
Paul
on-
Campbell.
right on cue.
Right on cue.
Pretty sweet.
3-bet from Wantman to
525.
275.
525.
525.
Raised to 525.
Oh, wow. A little 4-bet action here with the suited ace.
Protect your hand. I didn't see this thing. It'd be easy to, especially with like the higher table.
Some real fireworks here.
Here we go.
Lonis raising under the gun +1. We're playing 9-handed, so Wantman.
You know what you started with?
1.3.
1-3.
He's got like 40% of his chips in there, huh?
Yeah. Some deep thought here from Wantman, who has already burned 1 time extension, which, as you can see to the right of his stack, has 3 of those left. Feels like pays him both and continues to think. Wow, he gives it up, Donnie.
Wow.
It's not a bluff. Bonus.
Lonis.
You got to show the 8.
What a fold there by Matthew Wantman. Ace King suited in a muck, Donnie. What can we say about
I might
that?
not be able to sleep about that tonight. There is a chance.
Good chance.
Oh, don't watch the stream.
Yeah, don't watch it. Wow. All right, here we go. Love those vibes here. If you want to play some free poker right now, go to PokerGoHold'em.com or find it in your favorite app store. Use promo code PokerMasters to receive 100,000 free chips to play with on our social poker game. Right back to the studio as we're all still recovering from that Ace King suited fold. Donnie, how can that ever be right?
I mean, ICM implications being here at the final table. I mean, it's a really tough spot when you get Ace King suited there. Obviously, you block aces and kings. I mean, it's hard.
I mean, you know what kind of hand it is, though.
It's a drawing hand.
It's a drawing hand. There's nothing more to it. It is a drawing hand.
I mean, I'm personally not 3-bet folding there in that spot. That could simply be me just not being good enough, which I'll certainly be the first to admit. But I think Ace King suited there is too good. And I think you also have to consider that Wantman started the hand with around 2 million, and Jesse Lonis had about 1.3 or so. So if he did end up losing the hand, or if he ran into it or that sort of stuff, still would have been left with not the worst stack, certainly not the shortest stack remaining, as Ken Aldridge and Jared Jaffee and Dan Shak are on the shorter side. So.
Oh, God. You might have called it.
It was not a definite call.
I think it would have been a pretty good spot to get your money. Even if you are ended up flipping against queens, jack, stuff like that.
King
I mean,
9? Better. No, king 9. Right. Oh, worse.
you win that flop. I mean, you're in, or that flip, sorry. You're in commanding position.
Don't tell him the hand. It was more exciting. Nobody knew.
Yeah, it would have been more exciting. See you on the stream later.
Do you think it's more? You would be tilted more if you were in Wantman's shoes if Jesse Lonis showed the hand right there, or if you find out later on the stream.
Oh, wow. I think it's better to find out later on, because that means you'd had at least one more full hour of sanity before they break the news to you.
So they say.
This final table on a 1 hour delay. If you want to come watch in the studio, you can. We had Adam Hendricks' entire family in the house.
We did
yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Or two nights ago, I should say. Give us some opinions on the Ace King fold in the chat. See any merit to making that move if you're scared of both the ICM implications as well as the potential of Lonis having the best of the best there. Meanwhile, on PGT.com, we have live recording action underway in the 25K no limit. Some new faces in the house today. Also, a lot of the regulars that you've seen over the past few days.
And you get those guys that don't come out for anything less than 25K. I saw Nick Petrangelo walk in.
Yep.
I saw Seth Davies walk in. 10Ks are just too cheap for those guys. I mean,
it's true. The Spaniards.
It's so crazy.
The Spaniards are back. Sergio Ido and Adrian Mateos. We have
Sergio Ido's been playing the 10Ks, but Adrian Mateos is new.
That's how you know it's going to be a good one.
Orpin is in the house now.
Okay.
Brandon Adams jumped in. Scott Seaver in the mix.
I saw Bill Klein is out there. I know he played at least one of the 10Ks, but he'll certainly be here for this latter half of the series.
Final table will include David Stam, Bill Klein, and Ed Sebesta. The retired gentleman. We're going to.
It was funny because Bill Klein and Ed Sebesta, I believe, were at the same starting table, and they immediately started talking right away. But it's just funny how the age group, they were just drawn to each other. You know, talking about the golf course,
right?
What they hit recently, that sort of stuff.
Living the dream. Living the dream.
Me and you. Masashi.
Hey.
Pot staying small here with very little excitement happening between these two players. Of course, Lonis and Oya both with big stacks. Not looking to get too creative here.
If I'm Oya, I think I would have bet the turn, maybe the river here, just simply because I don't think 5 high is winning. So just stab for the minimum, hope it gets through, and go from there.
He definitely knows that if he checks now, he's going to lose the hand.
Yeah.
So
there you go. A little more than minimum, 1.5.
75K is the bet, half pot from Oya. Lonis with just jack high, but
I mean, I can certainly see Jesse Lonis calling here. I don't think that's too crazy to think about.
Wow. That hurt my ears.
Yes.
Oh,
he wanted to call.
Another one? Okay. Oh, again, I was going to call so weak. It'd been good for the stream. Fuck. Jack High call would have been nice. Fuck.
Come on.
Jack High.
You could have got him.
I know. I
It's
wanted.
so good.
I know. Dude, I wanted to.
You gotta think about
With
that.
the sunglasses on, you were going to call, you couldn't get your chips in your head.
Do you have any time banks? No. No time banks.
oh right.
Because they got to make the final
They gotta make
7?
I think
6 or
so.
7 to get re-upped to with the 6 more. That makes sense.
So officially, we're still not at the final table yet.
Yes. Interesting little spot there. You guys just saw Anthony Hugh fold pocket fours under the gun. Earlier, you saw him 3-bet shove. I mean, that's just a position type of thing. Earlier, it was the 3-bet shove was against Jesse Lonis opening from the hijack seat. Here,
Sure,
you know,
yesterday was
9-handed
on the
table under the gun.
That would have been a good one.
I think I would have just had to pay, so nobody
Folding
ever
fours
tries to
under
bluff
the
me.
gun.
That would have been legendary.
9-handed play definitely very different from
I
the
would have had
6 and
nothing
7-handed action we've seen over the
begrudging
last few
respect.
days. A lot more cautious
feel.
play so far early on here.
It wasn't even reported.
Highlighted, of course, by
Good,
Wantman
good.
throwing ace king suited into the muck.
I guess I've adjusted.
I'm
for
kind of
now.
surprised
Maybe when
they go to
thank you, though. When I
9-handed.
go outside and come back
Like
in, though, I
1-7
think I'll
now?
take it.
You just
Same
play
as
5 and
me,
4,
right?
and then
Right.
4 and 4, and then once you
I
hit
know,
7.
1.75, including that. 1.6. Yeah.
Lonis gets action from Wantman, who defends his big blind. 7 jack deuce rolls off, 2 diamonds. Gut shot for Wantman. Ace high in the lead. Ken Aldridge, by the way, virtually tied with Jared Jaffee and Dan Shak for the shortest stacks at this table. All of them have roughly 13 big blinds. Cautious play by the other players in hopes, of course, of laddering up and locking up some more guaranteed money at this final table. It's not every day you make a 10K final table. No way for Wantman to win this, except if he bets. And Jesse Lonis was close with the call with jack high, 1 hand to go, but now at 4 diamonds on the board, can he make the call with ace high, which would also be the best hand. Definitely considering it. You can see his forehead muscles doing some work there. Does lay it down. That's back-to-back hero call moments that he just let slip.
Yep.
Here's a look at the table overview. Ken Aldridge, the oldest player at the table, 70 years old, still going strong. Dan Shak already has 8 cashes at the Poker Masters, which includes today's cash for Aldridge, Zamani, and Jesse Lonis. Today marks their first ever cash in the Poker Masters, a series which goes back to 2017 when it was almost like a Ryder Cup. It was Germany versus the USA. Stefan Sondheimer, Fedor Holtz battling with Bryn Kenny and Nick Schulman. Those were different days, a different era, before the studio was even completed. But it's definitely fun to think back of how far the Poker Masters has come and how much of a respected brand it's become among these players. It's been a great atmosphere inside the studio day after day. If you are listening to this and if you are a player that likes to play, 10Ks and 25Ks, this is the place to go. Not only for the poker, but also free Javier chips and just all you can eat from Aria. So it's a pretty good deal as far as the rake back.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. If 10K is your price point, these events are great. If you show up on time, they're rake free. As you mentioned, you get the free food from Arya. I mean, there's really few better deals in poker, if any.
I mean, I've eaten at every restaurant at
My
Arya,
back's so bad.
and that's an awesome deal.
Good posture yesterday, and I could do it for like 5 minutes.
I mean, even the rake back alone is
It's weird
just
because I feel like
awesome.
when I try to sit well, my back's more sore. I don't know if it's because I'm not like.
I think that's just because we're not used to it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think about that too. It's like more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just tuning in.
It's like
Only 60 likes, and we have 800
I'm
people
trying to play
watching.
golf, so
Would
I'm
love
working
if we
on
can boost those numbers,
mobility and
because
stuff.
those are some rookie numbers that we are
get your yoga.
displaying here on the stream. If you have any
Even if he's
questions,
cutting out
do
a
send
bet.
them in.
Even if he's cutting out a bet, it counts as a time extension? Because he was already cutting his bet out?
Yeah.
Does it still count it?
When he was counting out, the time was at 30
Oh, okay.
when he was still in his.
Javier's best chips and salsa in Vegas,
Oh,
then?
okay.
Right. But yeah,
Sorry, say that again?
Javier's best chips and salsa in Vegas?
I mean, it's up there.
Oh,
Anytime you can have just like
He's out of
fresh
time, so-
chips, tortilla chips, you
Yeah,
know, when
more
you
than
get them,
6.
they're still a little bit warm.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
3 more.
there's still a little oil on them. They're not too oily, but just a little subtle oil on them. And their salsa is very good, yes.
Matthew Wantman, $4 million in total earnings. He's from Stoneham, Massachusetts, Donnie. That sounds like a fake place.
No, Stoneham.
Stoneham?
Yep. Not a fake place.
Have you been to Stoneham?
I mean, I've driven through there and stuff.
How is it? How's life in Stoneham?
Teach, is that blue a 100 stack?
Standard like New England village, town.
Are all those
suburb?
Are all those
Uh,
towns
no.
the same?
I mean, I'm sorry. This,
It's a bit
Yeah,
over.
pretty much.
You're asking if this is a stack of 20?
no. It's over. It's about
Jared
20
Jaffee and Dan
Okay,
Shak
gotcha. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's
in that
525.
relegation
Thanks, Mike.
battle, a.k.a. on the brink of elimination.
Jared Jaffee's generally very opinionated, especially on social media. I don't think I've heard him say a word so far today. Very quiet.
Probably intimidated by the presence of Dan Shak and Martin Zamani.
Anytime you're sitting next to a guy with 2 watches, I mean, gotta be intimidated, right?
Is one the market clock, and is one his heart
I
rate?
have no idea.
2 watches is definitely a pro move. Got Connor Doyle in the house. We
Whoa.
have-
2 8s gone.
Wow.
I mean, Shaq shorter. Shaq shorter, putting half a stack in. Gets out of the way here because Hugh did pick up 2 10s behind him.
While we're looking at Ken Aldridge, who still has a move to make, so it seems. Pocket 10s, beautiful hand.
Not the easiest spot here for Hugh, just given the stack size of the 2 players.
All in.
All in from who?
He
Aldridge.
deems it a little too good to fold. Here we go.
Shaq cannot let go of his 7s. All in at a risk for Dan Shak. He's going to need a 7 or a straight or a diamond flush to stay in this tournament.
Right there?
Yeah.
Hugh in a great place to
really think about
rake
that,
in a
yeah.
crucial
Some of
pot
these.
that would vault him into contention.
Wantman just asked Hugh that if Wantman shoves, would Hugh have folded? Because he did have those 2 8s.
Jack 4 on the flop here. 2 outs for Shaq, 2 outs twice. Turn card. 6 of spades, so close. Jared Jaffee did fold Queen Jack. Under the gun though.
I'd have taken it.
Those are the best type of comments. A
Yep.
hand you would never play,
Yep.
but you would have hit.
Oh.
And there's the 8 that would have connected with Matthew Wantman
Luck, everyone.
had he gotten in there.
Man, best of you. Best of you.
Yeah.
Dan Shaq eliminated in 9th place. $38,800
Wow.
going his way as he's likely to enter that 25K next.
A couple more trades in the bank for Mr. Shaq.
Yep. A little more leg room for everyone at this final table as we are down to 8.
I think so too.
Anthony Hugh
Jacks I call.
very happy to fade the river card there to send Shaq to the rail.
He actually had the 1 under pair versus me.
679K
Yeah.
total winnings for Hugh.
Surprised to see 7s.
New kid on the block, Donnie's fair to say.
Oh, yeah. He's dabbled in some of our events.
Have to go with it.
Might even fold 9s.
Yeah, for sure.
I first ran into him at Seminole when we did some high roller events there about a year ago. I think he played 1 or 2 of those down there. So good to see him now making the trip to play these events at the PokerGO studio. With Shak's elimination, that's one less player that can overtake Jeremy Osmus.
All right.
So I'm sure Jeremy Osmus is out there. I'm sure he's listening while playing the 25K. Probably gave a little fist pump under the table.
Only because it's you, I've got to think about this.
Dan Shak now with 88 points this series.
Ken Aldridge sliding ace-8 off into the muck, not knowing he actually had the better ace. Jaffee posturing with 6-4 offsuit.
Martin, I have to admit, you made me enjoy poker so much yesterday.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, you really did. I mean, it was...
Nice compliment.
I love hearing that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, he's a trip, so
Yeah, but it
always has a good time.
Yeah, it's...
If he's not laughing, he's not happy.
I'm telling you, he made me laugh too. I mean, it was just, I mean, I really enjoyed yesterday. It was fantastic.
Come on, Ken, give us one of the stories.
Yeah.
We want to know how he made you laugh. Shout out to Martin Zamani, clearly making sure everyone having a good time.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about.
A little bit of redemption here from Mr. Wantman with the ace-king.
I mean, only if he decides to play it to showdown today.
This could be an interesting spot here.
Maybe,
with,
maybe he'll
with Hugh having the ace-3 hearts.
Maybe he'll fold if Hugh 3-bets. I joke, ladies and gentlemen, I joke. It's called comedy. We had 97 entries in this event. For those on the track, and Hugh coming in with the 3-bet to 250K from the cutoff. Aldridge hoping for a big-time clash so he can ladder, sitting on just 10 big blinds. Action quickly folds back around to Wantman.
Aldridge and Jaffee pretty short here now. Both going to be, trying to ladder as best they can. This is going to be an interesting dynamic between these two, given their stack sizes. Hugh, now that he took out Dan Shak, has a lot more chips to battle with. Had he had the stack before, maybe a 3-bet shove would have been in the cards. But now starting the hand with more than 1.7 million.
There it is.
There you go.
Wantman not getting outplayed on this hand. Puts the decision in the hands of Hugh, who would have to decide for his tournament life, and quickly lays it down.
The one is Bill Klein. He was telling everyone good game either after he knocked him out or even before he knocked him out. Bill Klein said, if you say good...
Head on over to PokerGoShop.com right now. We have a 20% off sale active through Friday, October 7th, which is one day after my birthday. So if you want to send me something for my birthday, find it in the shop. We have high stakes poker, no gamble, no future, and all sorts of different merch in the store right now. And I must say, those hats are very comfortable. We also have some really sick things in there, such as table felts. Yes, the same felts that we use in the studio are also for sale in our shop. 8-handed play continues. If you're just tuning in, my name is Remko Rinkema. Donnie Peters alongside me here doing a 1-hour free preview of the action on PokerGO. Jeff Platt and Brent Hanks, who are both professional commentators, running the show on the mothership. We also have live chat enabled on PokerGO, so if you want to watch the action with them on the call, you can do so. Meanwhile, Jesse Lonis raising it up under the gun, ace-6 of spades. Oya finding a suited ace as well to his direct left. Given the under the gun raise, Donnie, you have to be much more likely to just flat call. Doesn't really seem like a lot of merit to just 3-bet there.
Yeah, but...
Are you still going to mix it up there sometimes?
No, I mean, I'm just going to say this. The call, it seems a little bit questionable just because it isn't under the gun open.
Watch out for your cards that are teach.
I mean, I know you can't get overflushed here having the ace-high of hearts, but I mean, you can be dominated here by so many aces that it's a really tough spot for you.
5-9 Jack on the flop.
Couldn't believe your
I couldn't believe
misfortune.
You can look back as many times as you want on the stream.
That's true. That's true.
A lot of ways to chop this hand as both players have ace high. But meanwhile, Lonis picks up a flush draw on the turn. Just tuning in, please
160.
smash that like button if you enjoy the content.
160.
160 is the bet from Lonis. If you want to follow along with our live reporting, 25K no limit hold'em action is going on right now inside the studio. That's event number 7, which will stream tomorrow. Oya gives it up, and Lonis rakes in another pot. It's been a strong start for Jesse Lonis today, Donnie.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's lost some small pots, but you know, kind of won the bigger ones. Obviously, when he had that ace-8 earlier. 4-betting against Matthew Wantman's 3-bet, getting him to fold ace-king of hearts.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that's pretty crazy. It's also one where, you know, where when Jesse sees the hand later on and sees what Wantman folded, he's going to give himself a nice little pat on the back for getting that one through.
Definitely. Here's a look at the payouts. Remaining 8 players still guaranteed $38,800 before they receive their 6 additional time bank chips, as these final tables are officially 7-handed.
Action folds here to Justin Saliba in the small blind, 10-5 of hearts. Limpity limp.
Made it. You were free as a bird yesterday.
A big table for short arms. You got to get one of the poles, like the hose, the shovels.
A rake. Good flop here for Saliba. Picks up a pair of 10s along with a flush draw.
Lonis likely to stay out of trouble.
Decent turnout.
And very happy that that 9 is not a heart.
Looks like a pretty good turnout, right? 5 tables.
Yeah, Victoria was telling me there was like no registrants 15 minutes before.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Everyone just showed up like last minute.
They're poker players. What do you expect?
Careful now. You don't want to hurt yourself.
The other day, Ken Aldridge walks into the studio at like 10:15 a.m. What? For like event number 1. I happen to be in the bar area. I see him. I'm like, hey Ken, how you doing? He's like, hey, you gonna get a good turnout for today? I was like, yeah, I think so. He's like, well, there's only 2 people registered right now. I looked at my phone and looked at the clock. I was like, it's 10:15. Like what? So people are just going to show up, you know, right beforehand? Like, yes, this is how it is.
Welcome to the studio. That's how it goes here.
He goes, well, what about the rake free entry for, you know, people that show up on time? I'm like, yeah. So they're going to show up at 11:50 and stand in the line. Once you're in the line, you count. Well, that's what they're going to do.
And ever since, Ken Aldridge has been a regular in the studio. I love that.
Well, Ken seems like one of those guys who is more of a normal person as opposed to a poker player. So he's like, okay, I'll register early, make sure I get it out of the way, all that sort of stuff.
Saliba takes this one down.
Better than one pair.
First hand for him today.
I'll take a green cheaper.
Second hand, actually.
Yeah.
Check out my stats screen here.
Yeah.
Must have been a small one. If you're in the chat, let us know who you're rooting for. I could totally see there being some Martin Zamani fans. Maybe some Jared Jaffee stands. I'm sure Masashi Oya has some people that love his style.
Yeah. Thought about check raise. I didn't have an ace, a queen, or a 10. Yeah, a 6. I was wondering if you would value about a 6 in the river. Probably.
No, I know.
I'll give you the info.
Nirvana
Don't
says
use it
poker
against
players up at the crack of noon.
That's true. Unless you're Dan Shak, you're up at 5 a.m.
Exactly.
I don't like to leave meat on the bone. Definitely value bet pretty thin. Put myself in some sticky situations.
Joseph asking, did Nate Silver get knocked out? Nate Silver was at the final table last night. Two nights ago. Because last night, of course, we had the 8-game mix. 2 nights ago was another No Limit Hold'em event. Nate Silver finished runner-up to Adam Hendricks, but pulled off, in my opinion, the hand of the series so far with the Dirty Diaper. 3-deuce offsuit, big bluff versus Adam Hendricks. That hand, that clip is now available on our YouTube channel and also on Facebook, in case you're a Facebook user. One of my favorite moments of the Poker Masters so far.
Good spot here for Lonis to 3-bet if he wants to. Opts not to.
Masashi Oya, very quiet so far at the final table. Usually fairly talkative, joking around, always having a good time. Seems as though he's...
Well, it's serious business now, you know.
Yeah. We are live right now, 1 hour delay. Coming at you from the PokerGO studio in Las Vegas.
Curious about that sizing there from Saliba. He did go more than just a min raise. He went to 160K on a 30-60 level. I wonder if that's because I think Oya might be known to play a little bit looser from the big blind specifically. I think he might just play a little bit looser in general. I think as we saw earlier with him flattening from under the gun +1 with ace-3 versus an under the gun open. So we might try and size up a little bit with Saliba.
Flop goes check, check. Check again from Oya on the turn. Oya 7. Very strong here at showdown, however. Saliba picked up a gut shot, straight draw. This might get him to bet, but he goes check, check again. River card, king of spades. Well, that sways things in Saliba's favor. Wow, we hit 100 likes.
About time.
Round of applause for everyone. Round of
geez.
applause. 100 likes in the video.
Guys, come on. Remko said 200 for a giveaway. Let's go. Come on. This is unreal.
Oya checks the third time.
Nice river card here for Saliba.
Little update from 25K while Saliba's in the tank. 31 players already in today's 25K event. Registration's still open.
250.
250.
Love this bet here from Saliba as well. Trying to get some value from a player who might find a call with some worse holdings for sure. Oh yeah, already has the chips counted out to the side, which usually means you're leaning towards putting them in.
Oya is one of those players who just does not like to get bluffed.
Well, no one likes to get bluffed. Come on.
Right.
Oh,
but
there you go.
Disciplined fold right here. Got to give credit.
Smart. Very smart.
Sorry, Jared. I'll play faster versus you.
Saliba has just pushed his way through the $1 million in earnings mark. It only took him 71 cashes.
He's a bracelet winner
You got a
too.
lot of game trees going through there.
He is.
So
An online one, which I know how you feel about those, but
yep.
whatever.
probably why they left it off
It's
the
the
bio
lack of
card.
time banks that hurts it.
He is the head of
Doesn't
content
mean
over
that-
at PokerCoaching.com. Shout out to Jonathan Little.
Gotta really
Do a great
zone
job.
in.
Yeah, you're really rushing.
Well, no, I mean, if like you go fast on the turn or something like that, and you have no time banks in the river, feels like an issue.
Through that. Helmet's my money. I'll play the way I want.
Yeah. Nah.
Tell Jaffee.
I think I should get
Hey Jaffee, it's my money. I'll play the way I want.
Quickly up to 130 likes. I guess we just need to nudge these people a little bit more.
If nobody objects,
Keep hitting that like button. Let's go.
More encouragement is
I should
needed.
get 3 calls.
3? Yeah.
That would make it so
I mean, I get it. It's a slow Wednesday. I understand.
Pineapple.
It's been raining in Vegas.
The short
Yeah,
stack
what the
gets
heck
3
did I
cards.
wake up to this morning?
Like thunder and lightning.
Thought I moved to
Discard
Florida.
one. I'll only play
Insane.
two.
It was nuts.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's not
pineapple.
fair.
Wait, no,
160?
it's not pineapple.
Or 140? Sorry.
Wait, is that pineapple? You discard 1, right? Pineapple, yeah.
I deserve it.
It's 140.
Saliba with the race to 140K. King Jack suited. Wantman finding King Queen suited in the big blind.
This is a depressing stack chip.
Jared Jaffee overheard saying this is a depressing stack of chips.
450.
Well, all you need is one double up, buddy.
I like a
450
condensed
3-bet
stack
from Wantman.
for maneuverability.
Pretty looking hand there for Saliba. Also in position, but will it be deemed good enough to see a flop with? Or perhaps he's got bigger plans. Clearly having learned about Wantman's ability to fold ace king. Doesn't pull the trigger though, gives it up.
So besides this,
What a
all
big
this is
hand.
yours.
He really does.
What?
That's
You
yours.
flop.
Really?
Yeah,
Is the juice
Thank you.
yours?
you're welcome.
This is mine, yeah.
Oh, okay, they're all yours. Okay, fair enough.
No, one of those waters is yours. That one.
Yeah, I know, he had nothing.
Come on, they're accusing you of having nothing down there. You believe that shit?
On this hand just now?
Yeah,
No, I had a
There's accusations.
very nice hand.
Yeah, I think you guys are right.
There's a look at the purple jacket,
Very pretty.
awaiting the winner of the Poker
Fun to
Masters.
look at. So like Saliba.
Ace 3 suited.
It was suited.
I'm all in.
Ken Aldridge, the short stack, moving all in with 8-7
We got a
suited.
peach. Attaboy, Saliba. You don't get extra time on the next one because you folded that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's how it works.
No.
It's hand.
Hugh finds a pair in the big line, but does give it up quickly.
I'd
Ducks
retip it.
into the muck.
Dust.
Yeah, it's not helping your cash game.
Dust. My
got
cash
your
game
life.
doesn't need any help.
I was gonna say, when are you gonna invite?
It needs no
Oh,
help.
now we have 500?
No, now,
I actually need help to
500
not get
lines,
invited.
if I
It'll
don't-
save me money.
plus the
150. Yeah,
650. Yeah, get rid of 100 of it here.
You feel me, Marty?
I understand.
Is there a penalty for ripping the cards?
Oh, I apologize.
150.
Raise to 150.
Remember my brother.
Zamani gets in here with the queen 9 of hearts.
No.
Like one of the
2.5x.
Did he?
yeah, aces, he ripped his cards, and like they're trying to give him a penalty, like get him out following him out the room, and he just like storming out the room. They want to do that.
I've definitely ripped cards before.
Yeah, he's at the table.
No, I mean, I've definitely done that. That's basically every venue.
Oh, yeah.
Martin, I don't have anything, but I probably got you beat.
All right, good luck.
He means it. He does mean it.
Oh, gosh. I'm suited.
What do you got?
I'm suited.
I'm suited too. We'll do a little exchange.
All right.
Come on.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at all those hearts.
Wow.
Jack. Come on.
Queen 9.
He thinks you're nitty.
Oh, God. Yeah. That was strong.
Martin Zamani having a great time as always. Smiling, joking, chirping. This guy's been in the news, of course, lately for various different reasons. But he still seems to really enjoy the game of poker, Donnie.
Certainly does. Always looks to be having a good time at the table.
The man of many faces, I almost want to call it. What's that Game of Thrones scene again? Have you watched Game of Thrones?
Nope.
The many-faced man, whatever his name was.
You made a 90 every hand there.
130.
That was your consistent open at that stage of your career.
Oya has Jack 9 off, decides to go for it. Comes in for a raise.
Of course he does.
1.8, okay.
Mullen.
Hugh gives up the ace jack. Aldridge rips it in there with the 2 7s. Hot 7s, as they say, as we say. Oh yeah, quickly gives up the jack 9.
Got corrected by producer Aiden here. It is actually the faceless man, not the man of many faces, so quite the opposite.
Better than Deuce.
Jack and Hagar.
Better not call.
Good thing we have a producer to correct our mistakes.
When I just make up,
just making stuff up.
Entire TV show narratives.
Poor Jack.
Ken Aldridge is radiating light from this final table.
He's an ace. Like, what?
Someone in the chat said he looks like the NFL first down marker. Which is a good descriptor
that is great.
Mr. Ken Aldridge.
I do.
Gotta love Teach. Having a good time as always. Here comes Jesse.
If you want a bracelet, would you wear it?
No. No. I mean, but I don't. If people wear their bracelets, cool, whatever. That's their own thing. For one, I'm just not a gold jewelry type of guy.
Yeah,
I prefer silver.
That's because you can't afford it yet. You got to first win a bracelet.
That is true. That's never going to happen in my lifetime, unless I win one of those online ones.
Lonis races it up with King 10 suited. Hugh looking at King Jack suited.
All in.
Wow, comes in for the shove. Aldridge, ace 4 suited, might have ended up in the middle here if it wasn't for Hugh's aggressive move. Lonis can't do anything about that with his
He
hand.
did an easy in. I wanted, after the flop, I wanted.
We got about 8 minutes left here on our free preview stream. If you are enjoying the content, if you want to continue watching this stream, head on over to PokerGO.com right now. Use promo code MASTERS22 to save $20 on your annual PokerGO subscription. And then you can listen to Jeff Platt and Brent Hanks on the call for the remainder of this final table.
I'm calling it now. Anthony Who is going to be the next guy on the high stakes scene.
Wow. I love it. I love it.
He's the next one.
Is he the next American poker star?
Well, I'm not going to go so far as to say poker star because I think that's incredibly hard to achieve these days. But in today's climate, yeah.
Right. Shrey is asking,
Thanks,
is it
Dan.
harder
Could've
to
been
win a
four-handed.
bracelet online or live these days?
I mean, it depends on the event.
Right. Jared Jaffee just on fumes right here with ace-9 offsuit. Beautiful situation.
380,000. 2 million.
Such an enthusiastic shove.
He doesn't
Jaffee.
even. He looks disappointed by the fact that even if he doubles up, he's only going to get that much back. Saliba has to call just 6 big blinds here. Queen 10 suited, Donnie. What kind of hands are you looking for here in the big blinds to call off 6 big blinds? It's a pretty wide range, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but you have to factor in that Jared's been pretty tight overall. You know, so I mean, this is probably pretty close for Saliba, which I think he recognizes.
Fold.
He opts to go with the fold.
Crazy Jaffee just knows when to shove the 7 high.
Attaboy. I did it. Pop my cherry.
Jared Jaffee. First hand of the night. Now up to 8 big blinds.
What did you fold? You guys had a decision?
Yeah, I did. I had a good queen
King
high.
Jack?
No.
It's so funny. He thinks I'm so bad that he looks at me like I'm being serious when I say King Jack. He's like, no. This fucking guy.
I had a good queen high.
Close.
Off-suited.
Wantman with the suited
Raise
king
120.
comes in for a raise.
Wantman,
by the way, has extended his chip lead in.
I was thrilled to get a call. I was going to lose, but I was happy to do it.
Only player currently over 2 million.
Between Saliba, Oya, Hugh, Zamani, and Lonis, they're only 5 big blinds apart. Still anyone's game here. Zamani calls the button with a suited ace.
Oh, Marty.
Spades could spell disaster here
Two
for
of the stranger
Wantman.
fellows around.
Queen 6-6 on the flop. Neither player connects.
Queen 6-6. Wow. Are you blind?
No, I just haven't looked yet.
Isn't the flop right in front of you?
What is happening? By the way, does Wantman realize that he only has like 2 buttons buttoned of his shirt? There's an exuberant amount of
that's
chest hair on
been a
display.
trend. Other than Zamani, I mean, we saw it from Alex Livingston.
True. Yes.
You know, we see it here from Wantman. I mean,
I was bluffing.
If you got the chest, show it off.
Right.
Man. Zamani must not have the chest.
Must not have any
you had
chest
the best
there.
hand. I almost bet too.
Wow. Cranking it up a notch here. WSOP bracelets at the final table. We got 5 to be exact. One double winner, Martin Zamani, winning the 5K no limit hold'em freeze out for 210K, which I believe was an online event, and then the pot limit Omaha 888 events, both in 2021. Ken Aldridge, we mentioned it earlier, won the $1,500 six max back in 09. Jaffee got a bracelet in 2014, and then we have Jesse Lonis and Justin Saliba also winning their first in the last year, because
Jesse Lonis just won his the other day, online.
Right. And Saliba won his in the
I think
fall.
most of these are online. Jesse's is online, Justin's is online. Martin is at least one is online, if not both.
1.34 or 1.3 actually.
Wow.
Remember the Mixed Max tournament? Remember that?
Yeah,
thing?
I love the Mixed Max tournament.
Bring it back.
Yeah, Roger Harbidjan,
Big Roger,
Michael Mizraki. Didn't
John Aguiar?
Yeah, Aguiar won that one, right?
If you only win
Brandon Cantu?
Gosh, man, I missed them. The Mixed Max was so cool.
Hey, Jesse,
Why did they kill it? I don't
know.
understand. It was such a great event.
Nice.
Play 9-handed on day 1, play 6-handed on day 2, and play heads up on day 3.
Yeah, it was great.
Was it 4 players that go to the heads up? Semi-final and final?
So, yeah. At least the one in Europe was.
Wow, king on the flop. Whoa. Please don't do that ever again.
I think that was Martin Zamani.
Yeah.
I thought I fold pretty low too. I don't.
Just frogging into the mic there. Oh, sorry, I mean coughing into the mic.
It's like skipping rocks on the water. I gotta chuck it in there.
If I don't say anything, I'm going to have to show up in sunglasses tomorrow.
I think I'd give you an advantage, let you see one card.
Oh, yeah, not too eager to let it
Someone's
go.
call me out on Twitter, and I'm going to have to.
Ooh, he knew it was coming.
Just don't do a podcast.
Yeah, someone's going to do a podcast on me.
Only you should be allowed to rip the pen right here at the table. That'd be good TV. Huh? Right.
That's quite a bit, Martin.
It really is.
How does Wantman perceive Oya's hand strength? You know, calling from the big blind, check calling the flop.
Oregon, the card room's there.
It's a pretty interesting situation.
Smoke at the table.
Some of them, yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, it was an interesting call, I thought, on the flop.
I've definitely
Just
smoked at a
again
table
going back
before.
to positions. Wantman opening up under the gun.
CLO.
He's going to have a lot of ace highs here.
Even better.
Some kind of medium to bigger pairs as well.
they hate when I smoke at the table. I am a messy smoker.
I mean, now that Oya
you know,
improved
I'm
to a
rolling
full
it up
house,
at the table. There's like weed
he's not
all
folding.
over the place all the time.
Here we come with the raise.
Wow. Interesting situation to raise there, Donnie.
Usually use something not very good as an
What
action.
is
Yeah,
this
I
accomplishing?
kind of feel like this goes back to the old notion that you're either going to be way ahead or way
I'm in
behind.
the same boat.
I mean, we can see that he's, way ahead here. He's going to likely allow Wantman to get away from this. Whereas if he just called, maybe you can extract some more value from
What
him,
was
keep
that?
his bluffs in.
10?
King 10.
Nice.
But then in the cases where Wantman has,
Queen 10?
aces,
Yeah.
possibly has the case king, could have jacks.
Interesting raise.
He does block queens, but still
Well,
could
I
have
mean, he
queens.
got you to fold jacks.
And while we look at Masashi Oya's tournament earnings, we are at the end, while we hear some more coughing, at the end of this free preview stream. 1 hour of action. Always a pleasure to bring this to you for free. But continue watching right now on PokerGO.com. Use promo code MASTERS22 to take $20 off the annual subscription. Brent
Yeah, I
Hanks
think
and
we
Jeff
know the
Platt
two front
are going to
runners.
take you home tonight. We're going to play down to a winner.
this guy.
And then tomorrow we have a 25K No Limit Hold'em final table 1 hour preview again here on the YouTube channel. So for now, continue watching on PokerGO.com.